Hey guys, and welcome back to another season of Discovery gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a really good farm to do once you are level 25. Now this farm is a bit broken because there's a few mechanics that you can use to make this a lot easier. We're actually going to be farming pretty high level mobs around level 30, 31 and 32, and we're going to be farming them at this location right here in Hillsbred Foothills along the coastline, just on the west side of South Shore. So the items that we're going to be after mainly is the iridescent pearls, which come from the thick shelled clams, also the fish oil, and also the thick murloc scales. Now these all sell very well on the auction house, and with the clams you have a 3% chance to get the iridescent pearls, and that is what is going to be making the biggest amount of money depending on your round, but the other items do add up for some steady gold. On top of that, you're going to be getting a bunch of BOEs that can sell really good up on the auction house. There's a whole heap of greens, and there's also a decent amount of blues that you can also get while doing this farm. Now I would highly recommend doing this on a melee class. As you can see, there is a lot of resist if you're doing it on a caster, but there's a little trick that you can actually use to make this farm a lot easier than it really is. But I'll show that in the next kill, but it's pretty crazy that this works and that you can actually do the method that I'm about to show you. But I just want to show you first that you can actually kill these mobs fairly easily if you have a decent amount of gear, especially if you're on like a hunter or like a rogue or a warrior, a class with some decent melee. You'll be able to farm these very easily without using this special little trick. So we'll finish off this guy and I'll show you the little trick that I'm talking about. You may have guessed it already though, if you've already done this sort of farm, but you can actually use the guards to your advantage. So as you can see, the thick murloc scales actually sell for a decent amount depending on your round. Same with the fish oils, and you're going to get them very steadily. But as you can see, there is a guard right here, a South Shore guard. Now what you can do is you can actually pull the mobs to the guard, and the guard is going to help you kill the mobs. Now one tip that you need to take into consideration, you need to get the mobs below 50% health, and this way you'll still be able to get the loot from the mobs once the guard has helped you. So what you want to do is you want to farm these mobs till they have just under 50% of their health. Then you want to pretty much just run them over to the guard will jump in, and the guard will help you finish them off. So we've got 70% health at the moment, so we'll get them down a bit lower. You want to make sure that you're getting it below 50% health. Now if you want to see the percentage sign on your target, I'd recommend using Plater. This is an add-on, and it shows like my plates, as you can see right there, where it says like the amount of health and the percent for the health. This is a really good add-on to have. But as you can see, alright, so we're under 50%, we're at like 47%. Now we can just run it up to this guard. The guard is going to run in and he's going to finish off the mob very quickly for us, as you can see, just like that, and we can loot the mob. So this is pretty broken that we can actually do this, but it works really well, especially if you're like a caster, or if you're a class that doesn't do crazy damage like a hunter in phase 1. But if you do have some crazy damage, you can just solo these guys yourself. They are pretty easy if you're on a hunter, and a few other classes can solo them very easily. But as you can see, this one is level 32, so what we're going to be doing with this one is obviously kiting it over to the guard once we get it below 50% health. And doing this, you can actually get really quick kills per hour. Even if you're on like say a hunter that already has really good damage, you could still also get them to 50% a lot quicker and then run them over to the guards, and you'd be able to get a lot of kills per hour by doing this method. So as you can see, another one down, and as you can see, you can get the loot. And we got a bunch of clams whilst doing this, and so you just got to open the clams for a chance of getting the iridescent pearls. However guys, that was it for today's video. If you'd like to learn more about making gold in Season of Discovery, you can check out my complete Season of Discovery gold guide, which is the first link down below in the description box. This goes over all the best ways to make gold in Season of Discovery. However guys, till the next one, take care.